right, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck off. Fuck off. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try to run away from. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another GTA 5 tutorial. In this tutorial, guys, I think if you have watched my other tutorials on how to replace police vehicles, this is pretty much the same process, but this is not for LSPDFR. Okay, this is not for LSPDFR, but we are going to be installing ELS vehicles because they do work for this version as well. You just want to go ahead and create your own police department and how you want your GTA 5 to look like, especially if you are playing GTA 5 mods not for LSPDFR but for mods such as LS Live, and you are playing either as Franklin, Michael, Trevor, or any other pad that you choose to install in the game and use to enjoy LSPDFR mods. Okay, so you can go ahead and use some ELS vehicles, and these vehicles right here, like I said, they're just for visual effect, just to go ahead and freshen up the game a little bit. You are going to go ahead and see some of these vehicles driving around in the city. I think it's just adds a little bit of a cool visual when you're driving around in the game. All right, so if you want to go ahead and install these vehicles, you can go ahead and download, because I'm going to leave the link in the description, but you don't really have to download the vehicles that I'm going to install. This is where I want you to create your own police department. You can go ahead and come over here to LSPDFR, download any other vehicle models, police vehicle models that you want to install in your game. All right, so whatever vehicle that you find you think is cool and you want to go ahead and install it, go ahead and download that vehicle. You don't necessarily have to download the ones that I'm going to be putting in my game at this very moment in time. All right, so that we have covered that. I didn't really know how to explain it, but there you go. Anyways, in terms of the vehicles that we are going to be using for this tutorial right here, we are going to be using this 2021 GMC. It is an absolutely amazing vehicle, and I'm going to be using this vehicle in 2 slots, police 4 and FBI 2. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out once we step into the game. All right, and then the other vehicle that we are going to be using is going to be this 2020 Dodge Charger. I think this one is a Hellcat. I actually just found this vehicle when I logged into LSPDFR, so I'm not really sure what this vehicle actually looks like or how the lighting system looks like, but we are going to go ahead and jump into the game after we are done with the install and take a look at the vehicles that we just installed. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into that. And of course, like I said, we are going to be replacing all the vehicles, Sheriff 1 and Sheriff 2. We are going to be replacing that as well. And then over here, I'm going to go ahead and choose at least 2 models over here to use as my police 2 and my police 3 or something like that. We'll see once we get started with the install. All right, so without said, let me go ahead and minimize this, and I am going to go ahead and bring out my GTA 5 main directory. So this is where we need to be over here. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and start off with installing our ELS over here. Go ahead and open up my ELS right here. Go ahead and close this. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the installation files, GTA5, and we are going to go ahead and take all of these files right here, just drag and drop right here. All right, as you can see, we do have our ELS in here now, so we can go ahead and install some XML files in here for the purposes of ELS. All right, so with that said, that's done. And then the next thing, let me go back to GTA5 over here, main directory, and now we are done with the ELS. Now we're going to go ahead and install our scriptbook V. I already have scriptbook V installed, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and cover everything that you need to know. All right, go ahead and put this one over here. Open up the bin folder. The only 2 files that we need is going to be the script.v.dll file and the bin.8.dll. just go ahead, drag and drop both of these files in here, replace if it asks you to replace, and that's that right here. All right, so we are pretty much done with this. Now we can go ahead and install the vehicles, and of course we are going to need our OpenIV. All right, and of course if you don't have OpenIV installed in your game, I will try and leave the link in the description showing you how to install OpenIV. all right, let's go ahead and wait for this damn thing to open. And over here on my GTA5 main directory, I'm just going to go ahead and navigate to ELS and then pack default over here. So this is where we are going to go ahead and drop our XML files over here. All right, so with that said, let me go ahead and try to move this. Let me find it. You know what, I'll just leave this at the center right here. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our first pack over here. I guess this is one I'm going to choose for either for police 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and unzip my files here real quick. Go ahead and close this. All right, go ahead and leave this one over here. As you can see in the center, I do have my OpenIV, and then over here I do have my GTA5 main directory on this pathway right here, ELS, and then pack_default over here. All right, so let me go ahead and open up this pack over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and check out the LSPD pack by Redmond. For this one, as you can see, it just says police 1, police 2, police 3, police 4, police 5, and I'm not really sure which vehicle it is for what slot. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and change things around here if we need to. All right, so let me go ahead and come over here to my OpenIV. I'm going to navigate to mods, update 64 DLC packs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and scroll all the way down to patch day 24. This is where I like to install my police vehicles. All right, go ahead and go to patch day 24, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to DLC_RPF right here, and then is it common? No, it's data. All right, it's 64 levels GTA5, and then vehicles.rpf. you should be over here. The only reason why I like patch day 24, it is because there's not that many vehicles on this patch right here, so it's easy to kind of manipulate some files while you're over here. All right, so once you get to this point, man, go ahead and go to favorites and save it as favorite. All right, and just add to favorites. For me, it's already added because I do play LSPDF files. So for my other version of GTA5, I saved it as police vehicles, just like that. If I go ahead and close all archives over here, pay attention to this pathway right here. I'm gonna go ahead and close all archives, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to my favorites and go to police vehicles, and as you can see, we are back onto this pathway right here. So it makes everything easy once you save a pathway that you know you're going to be visiting every now and then. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and try out some packs over here and see what it looks like. All right, so for police 2, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and replace police 2 and 3 for this pack right here. All right, so let me go ahead and just select police 2 files over here. As you can see, there's 3 of them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go down here and select the police 3 vehicles over here as well. It's only 3 files. All right, so let me go ahead and just drag and drop these files over here, and of course make sure your edit mode is on. All right, so let me go ahead and do this again. I'm gonna go highlight 6 files over here. It's just gonna go ahead and say police 2, police 2. Now there's another one right here, I almost missed it. So 3 police 2. Is it 3 or 4? I think this one has 4 police 2 files over here, and this one has 3 police vehicles. All right, so let's go ahead and just drag and drop these files over here, and then now we can go ahead and take a look what it looks like for police 2. Which model is this? All right, so this one is going to be this Dodge Charger right here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at police 3. I think I'm gonna need a Tahoe. All right, I think I'm gonna need a Tahoe for one of the slots over here. All right, let me go ahead and delete these models on this page over here so that it can help me out to manipulate some things. I'm gonna go ahead and try to change police 3 from one of these over here and see which one is the Tahoe. I think the Tahoe might be police 5, so I'm just gonna go ahead and edit this. All right, just go ahead and put a 3 at the end here. All right, go ahead and click that. Go ahead and go to the next one, edit, rename, I mean. All right, let's go ahead and delete the 5. What the hell? Let's go ahead and type police 3, just like that. And then the next one that says police 5, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same, rename. All I need to change right here, if you can, is just the 5, but it's just gonna erase everything. Let me just go ahead and type police 3, just like that. And then now, how many files do we have for police 3? We have 3 files for police 3 now. I can go ahead and drag and drop these files over here, and then it's just going to go ahead and change the model in here. So let me go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. So it's going to be the Tahoe this time. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the Tahoe as my police 3 slot over here. All right, so I'm pretty much done with this pack right here. I think I'm satisfied with police 2 as well. Yeah, I'm satisfied with police 2 as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to this file over here, the pack file, go back, and then now I'm going to go ahead and go to the ELS configuration files over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take police 2 and 3. I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop this over here on my GTA5. All right, as you can see, GTA5 main directory, ELS, and pack underscore default. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my police 2 and my police 3 in here. All right, so now I'm satisfied with that. So let me go ahead and close that. Now let me move this one over here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next model here, and this one is going to be for the Hellcat. All right, go ahead and unzip the files here real quick. Go ahead and close this. You need to make sure you really do pay attention on what you're doing, especially if you have to rename some of the police vehicles over here. All right, let me go ahead and open this up, and I'm only looking for the replaced vehicles. All right, maybe in the very near future, while I'm doing my LSPDF file, you are going to be seeing this vehicle quite a lot. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and edit as an add-on for those purposes, but for right now we just want the replace files over here. All right, as you can see right now, it just says police 4, but I do not want this vehicle as my police 4. I'm gonna go ahead and change this vehicle as just police. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rename this. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out the 4, just like that. Go to the next one, rename, and just take out the 4. Let me just go ahead and type police then, if it's not going to allow me. All right, and then go to the next one. Just gonna go ahead and take out the 4 there, just like that. I think one of them is the XML file that we do need. Go ahead and check out the 4, just like that. And now, as you can see, the XML file is at the top, so the police vehicles is just gonna be the bottom 3 over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop the bottom 3 in here, and now I can go ahead and take a look at what the police vehicle is gonna look like. So this is going to be my police 1 slot vehicle right here. This Dodge Charger is going to be an unmarked one, so I cannot wait to see what the lighting system looks like once we step into the game. All right, so let me go ahead and close this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the XML file. I will try and go ahead and come and drop it over here on my GTA5 main directory. All right, so right there, it's going to replace this police police 1 file over here. So let me go ahead and replace it. All right, just like that. I think I am done with that. But the other thing, I want to go ahead and use this vehicle right here as my FBI 1. All right, so let me go ahead and close this right now. Let me go ahead and move this one over here. Let me go ahead and delete all of these files over here. All right, you'll see why in a second. Go ahead and move this back over here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go back into that same file and unzip that file again. All right, so now it's still the same vehicle, right? But I want to go ahead and use this for FBI 1 slot right here. So all we're gonna do is pretty much go ahead and rename everything over here. All right, so we are going to go back to the replace file over here, and now instead of changing it to police, I'm just gonna go ahead and as you can see where my cursor is, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this, and I'm gonna go ahead and type FBI just like that. All right, go to the next one, rename FBI just like that. Go to the next one, rename, go ahead and type FBI just like that, and then to the next one, rename that FBI just like so. All right, so now we do have that XML file at the very top, but for our OpenIV, we're going to take the bottom 3 files. All right, go ahead and take the bottom 3 files, drag and drop them in here. So now I can go ahead and take a look at my FBI model vehicle. It's just going to be the same one as the police one. All right, but for the FBI 1 vehicles, you don't really see them too much, especially if you're playing the story mode. You don't really see these vehicles too much, but I'm just going to go ahead and replace for me. All right, so as you can see, it's still going to be the same version. All right, same version of the vehicle, and for the XML file as well, just gonna go ahead and drag and drop it over here. All right, so as you can see now, I do have that police XML file, I do have that FBI 1 XML file just like so. So now I am done with this police, with this model over here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the top, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Which vehicle is going to be this one? I think this one is going to be the 2021 GMC. Go ahead and unzip my files. It's pretty much a good idea to unzip your files because it makes it very easy to edit the files. Okay, so I really do highly suggest you get into a habit where you unzip your files, because you just see, like, I just changed one vehicle into 2 slots by just unzipping my files and making it very easy for me to rename the files. All right, already finally it has unzipped the files over here, and it's actually a really large file, this one. I'm really surprised. As you can see now, seems like I don't have space on my OneDrive or something like that. But anyways, let's not get too concerned about that at this very moment in time. All right, and we are going to go ahead and do the replace vehicle. Since I'm not really going to be driving this vehicle myself while I'm in game, so I'm not really too concerned about this vehicle having to roll over or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and replace this model over here. All right, so at this moment in time, as you can see, we do have the blue and white. So this one is going to be the blue and white over here. So I can go ahead and change this for my FBI 2 vehicle slot. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this for my police 2, for my FBI 2 over here. All right, so let me go ahead and drag and drop these files in here. All right, as you can see, this is how my police my FBI 2 is gonna look like. In the front over here is gonna go ahead and have the blue and white lights and everything like that for ELS purposes. All right, so let me go ahead and close this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this FBI 2. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it over here on my GTA5 main directory on this pathway over here. All right, so as you can see now, I do have my FBI 1 FBI 2, police 1, police 2, police 3. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use the same model as my police 4 slot vehicle, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the red and blue lights for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the red and blue, go ahead and open this up. As you can see now, it just says FBI 2, and we do have the pleasure of actually renaming this police 4. All right, so let's go ahead and do just that. Rename. Let's go ahead and rename this to police 4. Police 4. Go ahead and go to the next one. Rename police 4. Go ahead and go to the next one. Police 4, and the XML file as well. Rename police 4. And now we can go ahead and take the bottom 3 files. All right, bottom 3 files, and we're gonna go ahead and drop them on our OpenIV over here. All right, over here. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up our police 4. As you can see, this one is gonna go ahead and have the red and blue lights. As you can see in the front, the red and blue lights right here. As for the FBI, is it FBI 2? It has white and blue. All right, white and blue lights, just like so. All right, so now let's go ahead and drag and drop our XML file into our GTA5 main directory over here. As you can see now, I have my police 2, police 3, police 4. The only thing we are missing now is going to be our sheriff 1 and our sheriff 2 vehicles. All right, so now I am done with this model. Let me go ahead and move it to the top over here. Let's go ahead and open up this one over here. All right, unzip the files again. Sorry for the long video, I have to say. Sorry for the long video, but if you want to go ahead and manipulate some things, I guess you're gonna need to kind of explain some things as well. All right, so there you go, we have this one unzipped. All right, so let me go ahead and open up this up here real quick. As you can see, we do have a large choice over here on what we want to install, but first and foremost, I think I'm gonna go ahead and install this Tahoe over here. All right, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. And now we do have our sheriff 2 vehicle, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop these bottom 3 files over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it over here, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what it looks like for our sheriff 2 slot. All right, so this is how the model is gonna look like in game. It's a pretty cool model, I have to say. All right, it's a pretty cool model. All right, so now let's go ahead and try to look for our sheriff 1 vehicle. So I have to decide. I like the latest vehicles, so I'm probably gonna use this 2018 Charger right here. It's a K9 unit as well. Let's go ahead and open this up. You can go ahead and choose to install the K9 version or the patrol version. So they have the patrol version as a sheriff. It really doesn't matter though, to be honest. If you want to go ahead and use the K9 one, all you're gonna need to do is just go ahead and rename all of these files sheriff, all of these files right here. Drag and drop them on your OpenIV. But since you're not really going to be driving this vehicle around or anything like that, it's just for visual effect, I'm just going to go ahead and install the patrol version for the sheriff, just to cut a little bit of time for this one. All right, so drag and drop these files in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at how our sheriff vehicle is going to look like when you're driving out here in Palito Bay or in Sandy Shores. This is the type of vehicle you are going to see as your sheriff 1, and this one is the one you're gonna see as your sheriff 2 over here. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. I'm pretty sure we are pretty much done with everything installation over here, but we do need XML files over here. So let's go ahead and close our OpenIV, close our edit mode over here, go to all archives, close everything. Now we can go ahead and close our OpenIV. Now we are left with our GTA5 main directory over here. So let me go ahead and come over here, go back, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the XML files over here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and check the bottom two for sheriff and sheriff 2 over here. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop these over here, and now guys, you are done with the install of these police vehicles. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game here real quick and see how everything is gonna go for us and try these vehicles out ourselves. All right, go ahead and delete all of these files here real quick. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the game, and we are just gonna go ahead and take a look at the vehicles that we just installed as our police vehicles. All right, I don't really see anybody driving around with any police vehicles over here, so let me just go ahead and pull in right here. All right, and we are just gonna go ahead and use our simple trainer to spawn these vehicles that we just installed, and of course we're gonna go ahead and try them out and see if our ELS is working. All right, so let me go ahead and bring up my simple trainer with my F3, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to vehicle spawning over here, and we are going to be spawning emergency vehicles. And let's go ahead and start off with our FBI vehicle and see if this thing is gonna spawn or not. All right, so there it is. All right, so this one is going to be our FBI 1, and we can go ahead and test it out and see if the ELS is working or not. As you can see, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Just imagine this thing pulling behind you, trying to pull you over and everything like that. You cannot really see the lights properly right now because we don't have any graphic mods installed. Hint hint, that will be probably the next tutorial on how to install graphic mods that are going to make the lights pop a little bit more. All right, so the next thing, let's go ahead and spawn the next vehicle, and the next vehicle is going to be our FBI 2. Go ahead and spawn this bad boy here real quick. Sometimes it doesn't really spawn straight away. You're gonna need to you know, force it out a little bit. So this will be our FBI. You know what, I don't want I don't want the sound going off. All right, all right, so there you go. And go ahead and change. You know what, let me just go ahead and leave the lights on this one. All right, go ahead and leave the lights on, and we're gonna go ahead and try out our FBI 2 over here. All right, so there you go with the lights and everything. LS lights are working. As you can see, for FBI 2 we do have the blue and white vehicles. All right, you can actually listen to the police radio and stuff. Now let's go ahead and spawn the next vehicle, because I really don't want to spend too much time on this. That's the thing. All right, let me go all the way to the bottom so that the siren is not gonna go off. So let's go ahead and spawn our police 1. It should be the same as this vehicle on the other side over this Dodge Charger. As you can see, this one is spawned in white. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on the lights as well, and the siren does work as well. So there you go. And then the next one is going to be our police 2. All right, go ahead and spawn our police 2 and see what our police 2 looking like. All right, so this vehicle does not really have ELS. It's only like I'm not really getting any ELS over here, but the siren does go. It doesn't have like stage 2 and 3, so I'm probably going to be replacing this vehicle right here. But I like the model though, it looks really cool. I like the model, it looks really cool. It only has stage 1, so it's not really an ELS vehicle. When I downloaded it, I thought it's going to be an ELS vehicle. So I'm going to be replacing this vehicle right here. So like I said, guys, in the beginning, I don't really suggest you to copy what I'm doing, because most of this stuff is just for tutorial purposes. So I can know now that my police 1, my police 2 is not ELS. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to my police 3. So I'm pretty sure my police 3 doesn't work as ELS as well. All right, let me go ahead and check. Yeah, my police 3 doesn't work as ELS either. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and change my police 2 and 3. All right, but as you can see, these vehicles are in the game. I'm only surprised that I haven't seen any police vehicle driving around just yet, and they do take a little bit of time to spawn into the game too. So yeah, maybe we might need to cause a little bit of chaos here in a bit to see if they're gonna go ahead and spawn around us or something like that. All right, and now let's go ahead and spawn police 4. It should be police 4 should be this one as well, the GMC. All right, go ahead and as you can see, this one is an ELS. The ELS is actually working on this one. All right, yep, everything is working on this one. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn our sheriff 1 and 2, and we should be done now. Let's go ahead and spawn our sheriff 2. All right, so there you go. This is how it's going to be, our sheriff 2. Once you're driving around Blaine County over there, Sandy Shores, this is what you're going to be seeing driving around. All right, so there you go, right here. The siren does work as well. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn our sheriff. Let's go ahead and spawn our sheriff 1 now and see what it looks like. All right, so this is going to be our sheriff 1. All right, just to spice up the game a little bit, the ELS does work. I'm only disappointed that our police 2 and 3 does not have working ELS, but it's part of the plan, man. It's part of the plan. Sometimes you download some of these models, they don't really work properly in game. All right, so it's a little bit of a learning process. All right, so as you can see, guys, these are the vehicles that we just installed into the game, so they should be driving around pretty quick. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try to cause a little bit of chaos just to see which police models are going to show up over here. All right, so let me go ahead and just get something popping over here. All right, hopefully we can get who's shooting? Who's trying to shoot me? Oh, this guy. Take him out here real quick. Why is he still driving? Why is he still driving? I just shot him. All right, we need to cause a little bit more chaos around here, mate. What the hell is going on? All right, so the police are going to show up now. Hopefully we're gonna go ahead. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are they showing up on foot? I need somebody to drive over here, you idiots. Let's try to run away and see if somebody's gonna be chasing or what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Alright, as you can see, guys, when I did show you how to install replace vehicles, there is a Lamborghini Huracan right there. I think there's a police car vehicle driving over here, so we're gonna go ahead and see which police vehicle is gonna go ahead. And as you can see, one of the models that we just installed, so these are the models that are gonna be chasing us down over here. All right, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, I'm gonna get killed over here. I'm gonna get killed for sure. All right, let's see how many are following us right now. Oh shit, we got some goons. We got some other goons chasing us because we do have ELS Life installed. Oh boy, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot this fucking thing rolls over. Come on, get up, get up. I forgot this thing rolls over. Oh, These motherfuckers. But anyways, guys, I think the only thing I am going to change for mine is going to be police 2 and police 3. So now that you know that the ELS is not working for police 2 and 3, now you can go ahead and choose another police vehicle model. All right, but right now I got these sons of a bitches chasing me down, like this fool over here. Go ahead and take him out. All right, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, was that an officer? Was that an officer right there? Why is he driving why is he driving a vehicle that's not a police vehicle though? What the fuck? But anyways, we got a lot of people chasing us now. Come on. Alright guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck off. Fuck off. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try to run away from these baboons here real quick. And I will see you guys next time, man. Peace.